In a game with very little give on either side, how do you kind of balance the way your guys competed tonight against getting beat by a bounce there?
You know, obviously it is all about winning and losing, but you also have to, you know, take into consideration, do you give yourself a chance to win? And that was a big boy hockey game right there. I mean, there wasn't a lot of room out there. There was a playoff feel to it. And, you know, unfortunate a bounce ends up in the back of our net, which was the difference in the game. And, you know, a game of that magnitude where there was such little room and not many scoring chances, and the margin for error is so small. And unfortunately, we were on the wrong end of it.
Can you be fairly confident if Kako gets to those areas continually in the future, he's going to be, they'll come for him?
Without question. I mean, that's something that I think he's learning. The more often you go there, the more chances you're going to have and the more goals you're going to score. You can't just go there twice a game. It's got to be part of your everyday repertoire. It's got to be in your hockey DNA, and he's learning that.
Just with the point of the season that you're in, you know, I'm sure you guys peek at the scoreboard, see the Islanders down. Does that make it tougher to go down on a night where you could have gained ground like tonight, or how does that?
We can't do anything about that. You know, we're disappointed in our result, and we just have to keep focusing on ourselves. I mean, we can't do anything about how the Islanders play, how Carolina plays, how Columbus plays. It's completely out of our control, and you know, we've got to keep focused on what we're doing. And you know, I thought the day and a half off really did us well, and we came out. I thought we had a lot of energy. I thought we were physical. I thought we took away time and space against, you know, a very heavy, hard hockey team. And you know, I would venture to say 3 months ago we couldn't even play in a game like that and have any type of chance.
So with you guys hanging tough against a quality team like that and still being within striking distance, it'll probably be 4 points. I mean, is that a message that you'll deliver, that, you know, you're still right there?
I mean, yeah, these guys know. I don't even have to say it. They know. But we got to be ready to, you know, play Washington. So, you know, we've got to continue to understand. You know, an easy game is the complete wrong word for this, but we managed the game, and we, you know, it was an easy, hard game to play for us because we weren't on the wrong side of it. We weren't taking unnecessary chances. Obviously, we get down 2-1. They have a couple of odd man rushes because we're pressing, but up to that point, I thought we really did a lot of good things.
Your penalty kill had been so excellent for so long, and yet the last 2 games now it's 4 goals against. Is it just a rut that these guys are going through, or is there some sort of thing that you think might be like a commonality that's going on?
I mean, the goal they scored, Mika gets, you know, bounces over. It was a bounce more than anything, you know. So, as is goal scoring, sometimes you can go through, and that has happened to us. I've touched on this, that our penalty kill can get streaky, where we kill off 19 and all of a sudden we hit a little bit of a rut, and we're in a little bit of a rut right now.
Do you think you earned more than 3 power plays tonight?
Yes. And I would take it by you asking that question, you feel the same way.
That's correct.
Yeah. I mean, listen, this is, you know, when that team is allowed to do some of the things they do, then they compete their asses off, so I'm not taking anything away from them, but, you know, it was, and I loved how we fought through it. I mean, we just kept playing through it, you know, so move on to Washington.
It looked like the D pairs were moving around a little bit. Was that by design, or was that?
Yeah, we wanted to get Stalzy and Trubes together against some of their heavier players, so we did make a couple of switches.
Is that something you think you'll stick? Did you like what you saw?
I think it might be in-game stuff. It's not something that, you know, we're tied to. It all depends on what our opponent does. But I thought our D played very well as a group. I thought they defended hard. They got us out of our end. I thought Brendan Smith had a really good hockey game today.